Ayan, good afternoon po sa ating lahat. Magandang hapon po. Happy Friday. And welcome po to our Local Governance Resource Center e-library launching. So maraming salamat po sa inyong pagdalo. Sa lahat po ng ating mga DILG officials na kasama natin ngayong hapon. Also to our MSAC members and to our guest as well. Isang magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. So to start po our short activity, I'd like to ask everyone to kindly direct our attention to the screens. We will be playing po yung ating Philippine National Anthem and also a short prayer.
Lord, we thank you for the new day and the new life that you've given us. We thank you for this opportunity to be of service to our community. Give us wisdom and strength to accomplish our objectives today, and may everything we do reflect your love and grace. We lift this all up to you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Sige po, makakaupo na po tayo doon po sa mga tumayo for our national anthem. So ngayon naman po, para i-welcome po tayo, let's all welcome and give a warm round of applause for our Regional Director in DILG 4A, RD Ariel Iglesia. Good afternoon po, RD.
Yes, maraming salamat, Teach. Isang magandang hapon sa ating lahat, sa ating mga participants in today's launching. Ang ating mga provincial directors, field officers, ang ating mga partner LGUs, and of course, our partners from the LGRC MSAC who never cease to support us in our endeavors. I've seen some of our LGRC MSAC partners. We have here, of course, the Local Government Academy, the Batangas State University, DAPA, GSPBM, the LSU, DASMA, Southern Luzon State University, and other partners. Hindi ko na lang kayo may isa-isa. We're 123 in today's activity. So muli, isang magandang hapon sa lahat. And before anything else, I would like to congratulate the LGRC team of Region 4A, headed by our LGRC Manager, Assistant Director Noel Bartolaba, and the LGRC Core Team, headed by the Assistant LGRC Manager, the CDD Chief, Jay Beltran, and other members of the LGRC Core Team. Congratulations for coming up with this another initiative, another innovation of LGRC 4A, this e-library that will be launching today. And this launching is very timely because in this time of pandemic, we cannot afford to have face-to-face activities, and research through the traditional way of doing it by using library. Now with the advent of modern technology, we came up with this, we have to take the opportunity of having this kind of technology to come up with this e-library. At alam niyo po, sa dami ng mga nagsumusulat sa amin, nagre-request ng mga information, data, and conducting researches, particularly on LGU affairs or LGU matters. It's but timely that we have this launching of e-library. At ito po ay dito natin ilalagay yung mga ating mga available knowledge products. Not only those knowledge products coming up from our partners, but also the knowledge products that were created through LGRC Region 4A and other partner LGRC, because we were working with other LGRCs nationwide. In fact, we just had some activities with other LGRC for the past few weeks. And during our LGRC meeting then, MSAC meetings, our partner agencies committed to have to give us some their knowledge products that we can use in our, that we can put and use in our e-library. So this will be very helpful, not only with our client LGUs, but also the students that that are conducting researches on their subject matters in their respective universities or schools relating to local governance. At inaasahan natin na ito ay magiging malaki ang tulong sa kanila, and we're very hopeful that this will be maintained. The efforts of LGRC will be sustained with the help, of course, of our LGRC partners and our field officers, the DILG field officers. So muli, malugod namin kayong tinatanggap dito sa ating e-library launching. Maraming salamat po at isang magandang hapon sa ating lahat. And before I give the floor to our next speaker, allow me to introduce our keynote speaker in today's launching. So may I give you the Assistant Division Chief of the Research and Policy Development Division of the Local Government Academy, which is our staunch partner in the LGRC. So let's welcome Lea Marie Sanchez.
Hi, sir. Magandang hapon.
Good afternoon, Lea.
Kumusta po ang audio ko, sir? Okay naman?
Yes, loud and clear, Lea.
Yes po. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Most especially po sa aking mga kababayan mula sa Quezon and Batangas. Tubong Quezon po ako at kasalukuyang nakatira sa Batangas, po sa Santo Tomas. So maraming salamat po sa invitation na ito to be here. RD, as much as Edie Thelma would like to join us, or she would like to join you in this activity, kasalukuyan po kasi siya ngayong nakaupo with our BOT members, Board of Trustee members po namin. Ngayon lang din po kasi sila nabuo. So they're having a pre-BOT meeting po today, so ongoing po actually, at in preparation po for the actual BOT meeting po with the Secretary on Wednesday. So allow me po to relay her message para po sa ating lahat this afternoon. So to Regional Director and LGA's 2021 Captive Ace Tatag ng Aguila Awardee, Ariel O. Iglesia, Assistant Regional Director and LGRC Manager, Noel R. Bartolabak, Batangas State University and DAP GSPDM officials, and to the other members of the Multi-Stakeholder Advisory Council, or the MSAC members, who are from the national government agencies, from the NGOs and the state universities and colleges, to the members of the LGRRC core team and sub-LGRRCs, DILG field officers, and to the local government officials and representatives present here in the virtual room, a warm afternoon to all. For the past 17 years since we established the Local Governance Regional Resource Centers, or the LGRRCs, in the DILG, the LGA and the DILG regional offices continue to work together in mainstreaming knowledge management into the DILG operations. Together, we went through the birth pains of changing the mindset of our own people that the LGRRC is not a different structure from the DILG, but rather is a knowledge management strategy that will help us in performing our role as harmonizer of capacity development for local governments. In those 17 years, the LGA has witnessed how the LGRRCs have evolved and have become self-propelling in planning and implementing innovative capacity development programs, and in guiding and hand-holding our clients, the local government officials, to become effective partners of the national government towards nation building. Executive Order 138, which confirms the full devolution of certain functions of the executive branch to local governments, has put premium on the role of the LGA and the LGRRCs in setting up mechanisms for convergence, especially on LGU capacity development. This has been the vision when we mainstream knowledge management in the DILG operations, that of harmonizing capacity development programs with the LGRRCs spearheading the convergence efforts among local governance stakeholders. The LGA also recognizes the various initiatives that the LGRRCs are implementing together with partners in ensuring continued public service delivery amidst the COVID-19 pandemic and supporting local governments on their recovery efforts and in transitioning to the new normal. In our yearly assessment of the performance of the LGRRCs, we saw how the LGRRC Calabarzon has made major breakthrough in knowledge creation and knowledge sharing through the various platforms that were developed to ensure that local governance knowledge is available and accessible to the right people at the right time. The partnerships built that are evident in the knowledge co-creation programs with different learning institutions have proven how the LGRRC has taken a big leap in terms of the level of maturity as a knowledge-centric organization. With the launching of this new initiative, the LGRRC Calabarzon e-library that is envisioned to be a one-stop platform for the public to access various information and knowledge products on local governance is another forward-thinking mechanism of ensuring the push and pull of knowledge of clients in the region. Hats off to the LGRRC leadership and to the team that worked hard in putting up a KM system which will benefit a large number of your clients. We hope that you will be able to develop the metrics that will help you gauge how this system benefited and created value to those who availed of the knowledge products and services. We also hope to learn from this initiative of the LGRRC Calabarzon as the LGA aspires to become the knowledge hub for local governance. This e-library, as well as our efforts in the LGA in continuously improving our own library system in support of our vision as the local governance knowledge hub, hopes to inspire other LGRRCs in realizing the importance of the library in the LGRRC operations. For LGA, this initiative is a great start that will make our work easier of connecting all LGRRC libraries in the future. We extend our heartfelt thanks to the LGRRC Calabarzon through the leadership of the LGRRC manager, ARD Noel Bartolabak, and members of the core team, and most especially to Regional Director Ariel Iglesia for this knowledge management initiative and for your untiring support to the LGA in advocating knowledge management and in realizing our vision of a knowledge-centric DILG. We also acknowledge the support and commitment of the MSAC members and local officials in nurturing a knowledge-sharing culture for Calabarzon. Rest assured that the LGA is one with you as we dream and aspire to change the mindsets and influence the behavior of our local government officials and as we guide them in transitioning to full devolution. Maraming salamat po at congratulations again to LGRC Calabarzon.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Leia Sanchez. And also po, ayan, so indeed, LGRC 4A has come a long way ever since nag-start po siya sa aming region, and this wouldn't have been possible without our partners and without the guidance and support as well of the local government academy. So maraming salamat po, ma'am, and to ng time na marinig po yung mga mensahe ng ating mga partners, multi-sectoral advisory committee members na naging parte din po ng pagbuo nitong ating LGRCE library. So simulan po natin para po magbigay sa atin ng message of support. Tawagin po natin ang Dean ng Development.
Ayan, sige po, itutuloy ko na lang po muna. So parang na-disconnect po ata si Kitch, no? So tuloy po natin. So para po doon sa pagbibigay ng messages of support of selected MSAC members po natin, umpisahan po natin sa partner din po natin sa DAP GSPDM. Tawagin po natin si Dean Lizan Perante Calina.
Dean, nakamute yata kayo.
Miss Roch, wala po atang sound yung...
Dear colleagues and friends, Hirayo Manawari po sa inyo lahat. All professions inhabit a space in which their trade or craft is routinely performed. Doctors hold practice in clinics and architects draw in their studios. And so with that said, for whom is a library? I would argue that it both belongs to none and yet lends itself available to all. Today, I gladly partake in the inauguration of a library for the precise reason that in recent memory, providing, maintaining, and improving public goods such as libraries seem less and less the priority of the very sphere tasked with the resources and authority over it. Since its inception and into modernity, the public sphere has ballooned into a body of overseers and managers concerned with the inspection and regulation of more and more facets of everyday life. Truly, the current pandemic is a good example of the compliance of the general public to measures laid out by the authorities, but only of until a certain extent. Those in the public managerial sphere might ask what, if not for constant regulation, would there else be for them to do? The orientation of their focus towards the knowledge co-creation and public value creation is, I think, an end that is supported by the inauguration of the Department of Local and Interior Government 4A's e-library. With the recent engagements we have had with the DILG 4A, notably the success and clamor for more of our co-implemented training courses on evidence-based policymaking, the next step in capacitating our local public officials is indeed to help provide them what the clinic is to a doctor and the studio to an architect, a library, a space in which they may exercise policymaking that goes beyond limitation, regulation, and ventures forth into rediscovering its capability of creating value for society. With this, and in behalf of PAP Graduate School, who to the Multi-Sectoral Advisory Committee and is a proud member of, extends its congratulations to the Department of Interior and Local Government 4A in the official launch of its very own e-library. Maraming salamat, mabuhay, hiraya, manawari.
Thank you so much po, Dean, for that wonderful message. So, isa po ulit na magbibigay po ng message of support for this e-live launching. Tawagin po natin ang from Batangas State University, President Tirso Ronquillo.
To the Director of DILG Calabarzon, Engineer Ariel Iglesia, ARD Bartolaba, and our very own Provincial Director of DILG, Director Abigail Andres, and of course to all our partners from LGU, Dinlisan, and other resource person. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Batangas State University is honored to be partner of DILG. Years before, this launching of e-library will be another milestone in the governance initiatives of DILG, partnering with Batangas State University. As in previous years, we already established the Local Governance Resource Center at Batangas State University with DILG. We believe that the launching of e-library will be more far-reaching, especially now during pandemic, and also especially because of the devolution brought by Mandana's ruling. We are expected to be empowering more our local governance or local government unit that expects Batangas State University to be a strong partner. We are happy, of course, and jubilant of this renewed partnership with DILG. We have a number of programs with DILG since before, as we have supported DILG in the preparation of Listo Disaster Preparedness Manual for volcanic eruption, even in the Citizen Satisfaction Index survey, and we believe more will be coming. Batangas State University is expressing its willingness to be partnering with DILG in many of its programs, especially on local governance. First, I would like to congratulate DILG Calabarzon for being able to launch this website, which we believe will be useful for all local governance or local government units by way of providing more resources, more opportunities to learn, especially in governance. The academe, specifically Batangas State University, will be your strong partners or a strong partner in programs like this. We can even share our library, our e-library. We can be sharing also your e-library in our existing electronic library. As Batangas State University also migrated from delivering our conventional library services into digital services, I think the launching of DILG e-library will be in parallel, and I'm sure this will be useful also even to our students, not only for LGU practitioners, but even to our students, not to mention our graduate school students and our College of Law. So once again, I would like to congratulate DILG for another useful project that you have put into pipeline. We are again expressing our commitment to be partnering with DILG in your future projects. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you po, President Tirso Ronquillo. So si Bat State po ay lagi na nating natatap sa ating mga activities and yung iba pong mga collaborations natin. So yung recent nga po is yung sa Operation Listo, yung sa Taal Listo na manual. So thank you so much po. And next po na magbibigay ng message of support is from De La Salle Dasmariñas University. Tawagin na po natin si Director Christian George Francisco, Dean of School of Governance.
Good afternoon. Sa ating Direktor Panrehiyon, Ariel Iglesia, katuwang na Direktor Rehiyon, Noel Bartolabak, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Nais ko ring batiin ng magandang hapon lahat ng mga nasa virtual na pagpupulong na ito. Isang maligayang paglalakbay sa ating proyektong nais gawin para sa kapakinabangan ng nakararami ng pamayanan natin. Ikinagagalak at ikinararangal po ng Pamantasang de la Salle Dasmariñas, sa tulong na rin po ng aming Pangulo na si Brother Agustin L. Buquer, na maging kabahagi ng paglulunsad, gayon din ang pagtatampok ng elektronikong aklatan na ating isinusulong o yung tinatawag nating e-library. Ano ba ang layunin kung bakit natin ito langang itulak? Ito ay upang mapagsama-sama o mapagtipon-tipon natin lahat ng mga pinakamahuhusay na mga pag-aaral, pinakamahuhusay na mga pananaliksik, pinakamahuhusay ng mga produktong kaalamang na itatampok hindi lamang sa mga ahensyang pampamahalaan bagkus sa iba pang mga kasapi gaya ng mga akademikong institusyon. So dahil dito, makikita natin yung kapakinabangan ng elektronikong aklatang ito hindi lamang para sa ating mga sariling mga ahensya o institusyon, lalo't higit napakahalaga nito para maging batis ito ng impormasyon para sa mga nagsasaliksik o nag-aaral pa tungo sa mas mahusay na pamamahala at mas transparent na paglilingkod sa ating pamayanan. So sa katunayan, ang Pamantasang de la Salle Dasmariñas, 2 taon na ang nakalilipas, itinampok o binuksan namin yung School of Governance, Public Service and Corporate Leadership. So ito ay bisyon ng aming Pangulo na magkaroon kami ng hub o magkaroon kami ng espasyo na magbibigay ng mga pagsasanay or training programs, hindi lamang sa mga government leaders o sa mga namumuno sa pamahalaan, ito man ay sa lokal o sa pambansang level. Gayon din sa mga maliliit na sektor ng lipunan na nais magkaroon ng kahusayan sa pamamahala o paglilingkod sa kanilang mga pamayanan. So ang aming opisinang ito ay nagbibigay ng mga sertipikong kurso lalo na sa kapasidad na mayroon ng aming pamantasan, kalikasan, sa pamana or heritage program, gayon din sa public service o serbisyo publiko sa pangkalahatan. At mayroon din kaming degree program na ino-offer. Ito yung Master in Sustainable Leadership and Governance. Isang bagong-bagong program ito o programa, ehekutibo ang dulog o approach ng aming programa nang sa gayon ay matukoy namin yung mga spesipikong pangangailangan ng mga naka-enroll o kumukuha ng aming degree. So ano ang pinaka layunin ng gawaing ito o ng aming programa? lahat ng mga pinakamahuhusay na pananaliksik, lahat ng mga pinakamahuhusay na pag-aaral ay itatampok namin sa mga journal namin. Gayon din sa ibang espasyong pangbatis o sources. At lahat ng ito ay buong lugod din naming nais ialay sa Local Government Resource Center dito sa ating elektronikong aklatan or e-library. Nang sa gayon, yung mga nag-aaral, nagsasaliksik, gusto makita yung mga resulta ng mga pananaliksik na aming isinagawa ay magamit o mailapat sa kani-kanilang mga lugar na pinaglilingkuran. So katuwang nyo ang Pamantasang de la Salle Dasmariñas, lalo na sa aspekto ng paglilingkod, ng pananaliksik, lalo't higit ng mga akademikong pag-aaral. So maraming salamat po muli sa pangalan or sa ngalan ng aming Pangulo na si Brother Gas Bocaire. Maraming salamat at muli ikinalulugod po namin maging bahagi ng paglunsad o ng launching ng ating e-library o elektronikong aklatan. Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much po, Sir George, and also to Dean Lizan and to President Ronquillo for sharing their messages to us. And again, we are also pleased na makasama po namin kayo as one of our partners here in the creation of the e-library and also in the LGRC as a whole. So with that po, we will now be proceeding to the walkthrough and to formally introduce po yung ating nabuong e-library to our partners and to everyone here today. So let's all watch this video.
Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ako si Dan at ngayong hapon, hayaan ninyo kung bigyan kayo ng maikling walkthrough para malaman natin kung ano-ano ang mga features nito. Pati ang mga impormasyong kapupulutan ng kaalaman, hindi lang ng ating mga LGUs, kundi pati na rin ng publiko. Ngunit bago ang lahat, ano nga ba ang LGRC e-library at bakit ito nabuo? The Local Governance Resource Center is one of the programs of DILG that enables convergence initiatives among multiple stakeholders in local governance. Isa sa mga serbisyo ng LGRC ay ang pagpapanatili ng isang physical library sa ating tanggapan. Ito ay binubuo ng mga knowledge products tulad ng mga libro, journals, newsletters at iba pang publications na ibinabahagi ng ating mga partners. Bilang pagsabay sa agos ng makabagong panahon at dahil na rin sa pandemya, isa sa mga naging estratehiya ng LGRC ay ang gawing accessible ang lahat ng mga knowledge products and services natin online. Kabilang na rin dyan ang paglipat ng ating physical library to the online space. O ano? Tara na! Para ma-access ang e-library, simply go to lgrc.dilg.gov.ph. Ayan, una nyo makikita ang LGRC homepage. Sa ibabang bahagi ay makikita ninyo ang links to DILG social media sites, address, and contact numbers. Para ma-access ang lahat ng services ng ating e-lib, log in using your username and password. If this is your first time visiting the site, you can register a new account. Input your registered username and password to log in. And there we go. Next to the home button ay ang ating about page. Dito nakapaloob ang impormasyon tungkol sa LGRC, its functions, facilities, and services, at messages mula sa ating Regional and Assistant Regional Director. Meron din tayong news sections kung saan makikita natin ang latest updates tulad ng mga collaborative activities, initiatives, and projects ng ating MSAC partners. Sa ating MSAC section, dito naman natin makikita ang mga members ng ating Multi-Sectoral Advisory Committee or MSAC. Pati na rin ang kanilang address, contact details, and websites para madali na rin itong ma-access ng ating users and clients kung sakaling may nais silang malaman tungkol sa ating partners. Kasunod nito ay ang Knowledge Product page kung saan natin makikita ang ilang mga videos at publications ng ating MSAC partners na may kinalaman sa iba't ibang aspeto ng local governance, economic man, environmental, social at iba pa. Sa ating video section, ma-access natin ang linawin natin at sagisag ng pag-asa videos. ang linawin natin at sagisag ng pag-asa ay dalawa sa mga online programs ng LGRC na binobroadcast live sa ating FB page. Kasama rin sa video section ang contact tracing modules na na-produce ng ating department para sa mga contact tracers. Dumako naman tayo sa ating directory. Ito ay naglalaman ng directory ng in-house experts ng LGRC. Ito ay ang ating mga DILG officers na may expertise sa iba't ibang programs and operations of the LGUs. Maaari natin silang itap as resource speakers o kaya naman para magbigay ng technical assistance sa ating LGUs, national government agencies, state universities and colleges, and even for the private sector. Dan, paano namin sila makokontak? Madali lang. Kapag kinlik mo ang pangalan nila, ay may dialog box tayong makikita kung saan maaari tayong pumili kung anong expertise niya ang gusto nating i-request. At mailalahad din natin kung para sa anong activity o programa natin sila i-request. You will be notified via email ng response ng LGRC. Sa left side naman ay may makikita tayong filter option para mabilis nating ma-sort out ang list of experts by their expertise. For example, i-type natin ang comprehensive development. Mas madali nating makikita ang experts na pwede nating matap on this topic. Last but not the least, if you have questions concerning the LGRC, we have provided a frequently asked questions section where these are addressed and given answers. And there you have it, our mini tour to the LGRC e-library. We hope that this was able to give you an idea on what the e-library is about and how it can be used to our LGUs, clients, and other users. And because excellence is one of the values we uphold in LGRC, makakaasa po kayo that innovations like this will constantly be modified, upgraded, and improved to cater to the shifting needs of our end users. This marks the launching of the LGRC e-library. We encourage everyone to use it, and we hope it serves as an effective platform for the information and services that the LGRC offers. Hanggang sa muli,
And there you have it. So we are very happy to finally be able to introduce sa ating mga MSAC members and to all stakeholders yung ating nabuong LGRC e-library. So we have been developing that po since last year, and kami po ay natutuwa to finally be able to share this sa inyong lahat. And we hope na ito po talaga ay maging useful sa atin. That's why we also invited yung ating mga state universities and colleges, dahil useful din po ito unang-una sa mga students, lalo na po doon majoring in governance or in public administration. Marami po tayong information na makukuha dito, and also para din mas maipaalam natin sa ating mga LGUs kung ano yung mga services and kung ano yung ginagawa ng DILG sa ating mga LGUs through the Local Governance Resource Center. So with that, to close po yung ating launching for today, I'd like to call on our isa sa mga assistant LGRC managers po namin, and also the division chief in the Local Government Capability Development Division. So I'd like to call on our LGCDD chief, Mr. J. Beltran.
Thank you, Gitch, and good afternoon, everyone. First off, I'd like to thank, in order of how they addressed us today and shared their congratulations and their messages. I'd like to thank Ms. Leia Marie Sanchez from the LGA, Dean Lisan Perante Calina, President Ronquillo from Batangas State University, Director Christian George Francisco of the De La Salle University School of Governance, Public Service, and Corporate Leadership. Thank you very much for your very encouraging words. And salamat for gracing this afternoon. We'd like to extend, of course, our sincerest gratitude to everyone who was able to join and celebrate with us today as we make another innovative idea come to life. And as a way of life here in Region 4A Calabarzon, we've always strived to improve and upgrade our services for the local government units and our other clients. We try to identify what needs to be done and what needs to be responded to, and identify the best possible solutions. So ito nga pong LGRC e-library is one of the solutions that we came up with para mas mailapit ang ating mga services and information sa mga tao. Lalong-lalo na nga po itong nagkaroon po tayo ng pandemya. So we hope that this innovation proves useful to our end users and like what was mentioned in the video, at maasahan po ninyo na as we adapt to the changing times, we will also make our services more flexible and suitable to the clients, the needs of our constituents, and of course, syempre, ang ating pong ultimate na kliyente ang mga local government units. Maraming salamat po at magandang hapon.
Alright. Thank you very much, Mr. J. Beltran. So, dyan na po nagtatapos yung ating LGRC e-library launching. But before we go, one last request po sa ating lahat to kindly open our cameras doon po sa mga kaya ng internet connection nila. We'll just have a quick picture taking lang po. I'm sure yung iba po siguro sa atin nasa office pa and excited na umuwi, no? Because it's, thank God it's Friday. So, ayan po, as we end the week, ipakita po natin yung ating brightest smiles dahil weekend na po. Ayan. So, meron po tayong, marami-rami po tayong panel. So, this will be quick. Smile lang po tayo all throughout. Ayan, ready na po ba tayo? Smile po tayo in 1, 2, 3. Next panel po tayo. Smile po tayo. And okay na po. We may now turn off our cameras. So muli, thank you very much po sa inyong pagpunta sa aming e-library launching. And I hope that we all have a safe and let's enjoy our weekend. Thank you po.
Thank you, everyone. Happy weekend.
Ingat po lahat.